Hello, this is wmpyr. Today's video is going to be on knife defense. Okay, so the focus is on a disarm. And about 10 years ago, I came up with a formula for knife disarm. All right, and this formula has been progressing. It's been evolving. Basically the same concept, just hopefully better presentation. All right, and this formula is here to help you. Kind of have an idea of a game plan, what to do, all right? So this person, the bad guy, has a knife and is swinging it around wildly, trying to intimidate, trying to scare you, and possibly trying to cut you as well. And they're doing one of these, threatening you with a knife and pretending like they're going to stab you, or maybe they're actually trying to stab you. The first step is, it's going to begin with distance. You may not have distance, but I'm going to start with hopefully, because this is the best. You want distance. If you have the distance, this is what I want you to do. Step number one is called distance checking. You're not going to make any contact with them. You're going to maintain the distance. And then from here, what you're going to do is you're going to keep track of this arm. Key word here is to track the arm. So if they do a slash, a diagonal slash like this, then my fingertip, like I'm holding a video game controller, is going to do the exact same slash right here with my fingertip. I'm going to make a diagonal slash, okay? If they go sideways this way, then my fingertip does the same thing, sideways, okay? If they go in for, they're trying to do a stab like this, okay, then I do this, just like this. I'm doing like that. So my fingertips, you could do both or just one is fine, and I'm just tracking the arm movement. Why? Why is this important? Well, by doing this, it'll let me know how much am I able to see of their wild movement. I'm able to actually get that practice where how much can I see? I need to know that. Why? Because if I don't know how much I can see, then I don't know the timing of when to go for my technique. And if I don't know the timing, then it's welcome to Las Vegas. You're gambling. It is a high-risk gamble, you know? So we want to eliminate the gambling as much as possible. We don't want to leave it to chance, and we want to use the technique at the right moment. Whatever technique it is that you do, whether it's grab, whether if you're a wrestler, it's a double leg takedown, or maybe you just want to punch them, whatever it is that you want to do, we want to have good timing. So to figure out, can I see? Can I time this guy? This distance checking is the way to go, okay? It eliminates that risk. Step number two is actual checking. Boom, like this, boom. So I'm just making brief contact with the hand that has the knife on their hand, not the knife. Brief contact, and that lets me know, okay, that's where the knife is, this is where my body is, I'm safe. It's just a brief, quick tap is what I'm doing. That's checking, okay? Now, if I have a knife and I do the same thing, then I actually might get a cut there. So this is now called defang the snake, all right? So that's the concept right here. Boom, boom. I don't expect a major cut because it's just a tap right there. I don't expect anything major, maybe zero cut. But main idea is I'm keeping myself safe. And once I know that I could do this, like, yes, I can see, I can successfully do this. Then the next step, it allows me working step by step. It allows me to go, you know what, now I can go for a major slash now, you know, or I might use the butt end and I can go for now I can really try to hurt, you know, not just a check, and I can really try to do some damage here, okay? So that's checking. The next step is securing. This is step number three. Step number three is you want to secure this arm. If you get super lucky and you do this, which means they messed up. If they have the knife and they were going to use this on you and you were able to grab their wrist like this, they messed up. Either with distance, they were distracted, your timing was excellent, or whatever. They really screwed up here, okay? But here, you cannot get the disarm. You know, you go, okay, I got their wrist, I could do the disarm. Not yet. Not yet, because no human being, you know, that was really trying to use this on you is going to give up the knife that easily. You got to expect a fight. So right here, for me to get it, I'd have to be physically superior to be able to to just do the disarm from right here, okay? And that's not what I'm looking for. You know, I'm expecting this person to be physically superior to me. I'm the weaker person. So for me to just, I grab the hand and then just do whatever technique it is, no, that's a very low percentage. So from here, it's going to turn into a tug of war, okay? And they're strong, they're more physical than I am. So if they break free, I just committed myself this close into this, like a wrestling match. Now, I made it easier for them to reach me, to cut me, to stab me. So this is huge. This is critical mistake on my part. So if I was lucky enough to get this, it doesn't change. I still need to secure it. Secure. Keep this arm in control, completely secure. This is not securing. This is not enough. Okay? This is not enough. Here, tight. It has to be like this. Okay? That's the only way. If I do this, then I have to rely on other stuff, on speed, on my athleticism. I have to rely on so much other things. So secure it right here. The next step, step number 4, after securing, is to weaken them by any means possible. So this could be a knee, headbutt, to the eye, to the groin, keeping it, while still keeping it secure. I am trying to weaken them, distract them, use pain right on the shoulder right there. You know, just weaken them as much as possible. And weaken isn't just, you could weaken them, make them tired. There's many ways to weaken them. Get them off balance, so you're weakening their structure, you know, but the main idea is to get them weaker. Not in a strong position where they can stab and slash, and I want to get them off, completely off, through pain, through the wrestling, or by making them tired, or whatever it takes. Make them weak. So as I'm doing that, I'm going to start to move away. Okay, so that's the next step. The next step is what I call isolation. That's what you're doing. You are isolating their arm. Why? Because we want to get to the wrist. Because the grip. We want to attack the wrist to make the grip weaker. We have to do that. Okay, so you weaken over here. You weaken the individual in order to isolate, and then get to the wrist right here. And now I could do the disarm, okay? Please keep in mind, this is totally different from just, okay, I grab this wrist, now I'm gonna do a disarm. That's not, this is completely different. I secure, I'm using headbutts, I'm kneeing, I'm stomping on their foot right there, okay? And then I start, you know, whatever it is, I start working towards the wrist. Very, very different. So from here, I'm attacking the wrist now. I am putting them in a wrist lock. This is a joint lock. So as I put them in a joint lock, their grip gets weak. And that's the whole point. I want to make their grip as weak as possible. Then I could do the disarms that are taught in Filipino martial arts or some other style, okay? So from there, I could punch it out of their hand. I could, you know, use one of those. I could press it against the wall or press it against their body, you know, get the leverage like that, you know, or I could just keep doing the wrist lock and then pry it out of their hands. Whatever technique it is that you use, okay, you have to weaken, then isolate, then the final step is the technique, okay? So hopefully that'll help you. What I'm trying to do here is whatever style and technique that you do, I'm trying to increase the percentage of you pulling that off. And in order to do that, we have to anticipate it to be very, very difficult. So, you know, and that they are physically better than you are. So in that case, we have to work in steps like this. So hopefully this makes sense and it's going to help you out. So if you know police officers, security people, military people, please show them this video. And hopefully they can make use of it, and maybe it'll save their life. So thank you for watching, and take care, folks.